In April, I told you I finally going to listen to my soil. I had been watching my winter berries turn yellow year after year, and everything I try only seems to make it worse. So I stopped guessing. I ordered a real soil test, not the kind that comes with little capsule and color chart you can't quite read, a professional one sent to a lab. And when the result came back, what I found surprised me much that I realized I had been treating a problem that didn't exist. It started a few years ago with my winterberry holly, Berries Poppins and her pollinator, Mr. Poppins. Its leaves began turning yellow while the veins stayed green. If you have been gardening for any length of time, you probably know this look. It's called chlorosis, and the most common advice you will hear, the advice I followed, is that it's an iron deficiency, usually caused by the soil that's too alkaline. Every gardening resource I turned to point to the same solution, iron tone. So I applied it every year religiously, and every year the yellowing spread further. By last year, the entire shrub was pale, weaker growth, fewer berries. I had done everything I thought was right, and the plant was quietly telling me I was wrong. I did what many of us do when plant struggles. I researched. I found information from the North Carolina Extension confirming that winterberry holly is prone to chlorosis in neutral to alkali soil. That seems to confirm my theory. The soil had to be alkali. Iron tone should have been fixed. So why wasn't it working? After years of watching the problem worsen, I finally admitted something to myself. I didn't actually know what was happening underground. I was treating a symptoms without understanding the cause. I ordered a soil test kit from mysoiltesting.com, the kind where you collect the sample from several spots around the plant, mail them in, and wait. About a week later, the result arrived in my inbox. I opened them expecting to see high pH, confirming that my alkali soil theory was right. Instead, I stared at the screen. The pH was 6.75, nearly ideal. My iron levels, already optimal. So was manganese. Everything I had been pouring into the soil for years was addressing a problem that wasn't there. But the test did reveal something. 3 things, actually. My nitrogen was low, and I had deficiencies in zinc, copper, and boron. The yellowing wasn't about the iron availability at all. It was about the nitrogen. The plant was simply starving. The soil test came with fertilizer recommendations, but I decided to tackle the most obvious deficiency first, nitrogen. Because my planting area is small, and I didn't want to buy specialty product for every micronutrient, I used what I already had, my husband's lawn fertilizer, which is high in nitrogen. I calculated the right amount for the area, applied it around the drip line in April, and waited. Within weeks, the foliage was noticeably greener. It's not perfect. A few branches still show some yellowing, but the shrub looks healthier than it has in years. Next year, I will test again and address those micronutrients. And I can't help to wonder, will healthier foliage mean better berry product this fall? I used to think I needed a second pollinator. Now I wonder if the problem was plant health all along. Here's what I wish I had known from the beginning. Chlorosis is a symptom, not a diagnosis. Yellow leaves with green veins can mean iron deficiency, yes, but they can also mean nitrogen deficiency or zinc or something else entirely. When a plant struggles, it's tempting to reach for the remedy everyone recommends. But soil doesn't lie. It just waits for you to ask the right question. If I could go back and do it again, I would have started with a soil test first, not after years of guessing, not after the berries faded and leaf paled. First, because the most expensive mistake in the garden isn't buying the wrong product. is treating a problem you don't actually have. Thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next one. Bye!